So I was just scrolling through and looking at, just got done exercising and doing my morning stuff. And I was looking at my Facebook memories and here from, I think, 4 years ago today, our youngest son was just in his last, it was COVID. And, he would spend hours and hours just playing the piano and singing and writing music. And it was just, wow, what a way to spend COVID, really, for me anyway. But it was time for him to move on. And he, a few months later, left. But this memory came up today where I kind of had to sneak. He's not the kind that would let me just go record him. And, he wasn't that kind of kid. So I had to kind of go sneak around a corner. And I did ask if I could post it. And he said yes. But so it came up in my memories today. And, it just hit me. I sat here and I listened to it probably 3 times. There is a light from a higher window. And I think it's a Josh Groban song. And I'm just giving you kind of the raw and real moment right now of what came to me as I was just having immense gratitude, number one, for this child who, growing up, he had a hard time. He really had depression and he had lots of dark days. And I remember one of the miracles I talk about. I don't know if I talk about it in my book, really, because it was pretty still fresh, but I've talked about it on videos since, and I'll talk about it a little bit here. But the principle of when you actually pray for someone and you pray for them with the feeling of faith, of gratitude, of how you see them how you want them to feel that unconditional love inside themselves. Because as a mother or as a parent, or you can just imagine, people don't know how loved they are, how worthy they are, how unconditionally loved they are. There's nothing they ever needed to do, prove, nothing, right? So I would envision him feeling that. Like, I felt it myself first. I moved to this place of gratitude on demand. It's what I call God. And I find it for me. And then I just, by proxy, kind of like morphed. It just came to me. I didn't know. I didn't read a book how to do this. It just kind of, this idea popped in my head from maybe, the spirit around that just I was receptive to. And I felt this idea just to see him. When you change the way you look at things, Wayne Dyer, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I thought, you know what? I'm tired of looking at him through the eyes of fear. I'm tired of praying for him through the energy of fear. And so Joe and I both, we just kind of saw him differently, put different pictures up on our computer, imagined him feeling this happiness and this peace and radiant love. And it's a long story, but within a couple months, I don't really know how long, his life just shifted. I mean, it was such evidence to me that of this power of this principle. So today, come full circle back. I mean, so many things have happened in his life, and he's a miracle, like we all are in so many ways. But this gratitude feeling just hit me today as I'm listening to him sing. And I thought, you know what? This is church. Because we came from a very strong church background. And the purpose of church should actually just be to do this. Just open your heart. Just open your heart to gratitude and thankfulness, and just like bask in and project it into other people that need it in your life, and project it into the conditions of the world and the leadership of the world and the anger and all that stuff, the wars and the people. But start with you, start with you, number one, but then send that out to the people in your world that need it, and watch and see the shift that will happen. And I just feel like this is the purpose of church. What else is there? Really, what else is there for me to know other than just this? Just go to your God place, open your heart, find that gratitude, find the faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. The substance of things hoped for. I hope for this to happen, but if you stay in hope, then you're not acting from the substance. You're acting from the hope, and the hope has no power. Hebrews 11 says faith is everything. Everything was created by faith, and the evidence of things not seen. So if I want to change something I'm not seeing outwardly yet, I got to have evidence for it somewhere, and that comes from gratitude in advance. I'm going to go to gratitude in advance for something I see. I didn't even know I was going to talk about this. I just wanted to talk about how thankful I was about this, but it's perfect. Anyway, so go to church today. Go find your gratitude place. Go find your heart opener, not platitude, but actually the heart opener. That's what Prosper's song did for me this morning. It just brought back the whole entire story, and my heart is so full.